and suck my tongue.
Let's talk about the Dalai Lama. So, put your tongue back in your mouth. You have no reason to have your tongue hanging out a little boy's mouth. Let's put it in some context. When I see that, it makes no sense to me. There's no reason for you to be sticking your tongue out and have a little boy suck on your tongue. This problem what I have with gurus, they're always turn out something different. I've been saying for 30 years, watch out for what's under that orange robe. What likely you will not find under that orange robe is underpants. But these gurus are always doing something weird, something strange, probably because they have too much time alone. They have all their energy suppressed. They're not expressing it out in a natural way with a woman, with a partner. You get what I'm saying? You can't act like that. Get married. Express yourself in a natural way. There's also this age thing. You know, he's what, 87? So it's almost like people drink and you see their true colors, what was underneath. But what I saw with this makes no sense. The Dalai Lama made an apology, and I'll read it to you right here. He says, a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His words? Okay, and how about the action? So his words were, okay, little boy, come suck my tongue.
And suck my tongue.
Those were his words. But then how about the action itself? There's no acknowledgement of the action. It just says, as well as many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. You're teasing the little boy. You're saying you're just playing around teasing. How is sucking your tongue playing? Maybe in Dalai Lama world, but in my world, in Baron's world, I don't care what your culture says, because I've heard some people excusing it by saying, in Tibet, it's natural for people to just share their tongues. No, that's not natural. It may be natural culturally, but not for a wise man who the Dalai Lama is supposed to be. And I think maybe the Dalai Lama has done a lot of good work in his life. I actually don't know. I know from just being in the yoga world, you have suburban women who tend to gravitate toward Buddhism, yoga, that type of thing. It almost replaces church. They find a spirituality in that. But often what I've learned is that the kind of Buddhism that you see in just the yoga studios across the US or in trendy pop culture or online on social media, it's like watered down pop culture, pop psychology version of Buddhism. It's not the real rigor and discipline of Buddhism. I say that because a lot of people can put a guy like the Dalai Lama up on a pedestal without really knowing what he's about. He's in the orange robes. He represents an image. And look, I don't know, but about him, I don't actually want to get into him or Buddhism here, but there's something about the behavior that ain't okay in my eyes. There's something weird about it. And there's something weird about it is another thing weird about it is that people around, no one rescued that kid or protected that boy. If the Dalai Lama asked one of my little sons to suck on his tongue, I would have bit his tongue off. No way, Jose. I don't care how holy you are. I don't care how high up on a pedestal people have you. No way. It's just something ain't right. But that boy was left to his own. Everyone around that exchange here, I'll play it a little bit, but people are laughing and ha.
edsa maitang
But is it really like the person who drank too much and you see their real colors coming out? Or is it with age at 87, the filters are dropping down and what's inside is coming out? And it's just some weird behavior from a guy, a monk who has lived with boys and men exclusively for, I don't know, probably his whole life, 87 years. Actually makes me very sad. You're taking advantage of young people. That makes me sick, because really that young boy and the Dalai Lama, a powerful political, spiritual figure, that boy's parents probably worshiping that man. The little boy doesn't know better, but he's being set up for something weird. There's something not right about it, as I see. I just want to give my thoughts. Those of you who follow the guru, the Dalai Lama, he's supposed to be a sacred man and perfect and great and flowing with wisdom. But I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's always these gurus. Don't follow the gurus. I'm telling you, you don't put any man, any woman above you. They all wear the same kind of clothes. They all put one leg through their pants at a time. You know, you see this all over the place online more now than ever. You see these kind of gurus, these spiritual leaders, that there's something weird, but it always takes the group think to prop those individuals up. And it's group think, it's that tribal think. You see it in politics, you see it in cancel culture, that tribalism, group think, and it sets people up. They put certain people up, and it's a setup for a greater fall, not only for that guru, but also for you, the follower, or whoever they are. Anyway, thank you. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this as well. Peace out. Stay blessed.